Getting this one item as a reward is absolutely stupid money, and I'm going to show you how you can do it. When we think of clues, we know all about the big drops like dyes, third age, but there's one item that has sneakily doubled in price over the past year, and they aren't actually that rare at all, and they are from hard clues. So how I realized how stupid money this was, I was doing hard clues for a video that's coming soon, and I decided to do 25 hard clues, and it only took me like an hour and 30 minutes to gather and do the clues, and I'm honestly not that very fast of a cluer myself, but as I was opening my clues, I was hyped to get the fortunate components because those go for 1.5 mil each, and that's one of the main reasons and main consistent money from clues. But then I got something else and the price shocked me. I don't know why, but the price just threw me totally off guard, which was puzzle skipping tickets. I got 4 of them in a clue and it was like 13 mil. Come again? 13 million? Yes, these tickets are insanely expensive. Basically, they allow you, as you can guess by the name, to skip a puzzle box. Now for me personally, I never ever use these, and I don't think I ever will. I honestly see them pop up so often when opening hard clues, so based on the digging, the average rate seems to be about 1 puzzle skipping ticket per every around 7.5 clues. So for this instance, we're just gonna say 7. So that means 3.3 mil is how much the skipping ticket costs, which means you divide that by 7. It's 471k extra profit per hard clue just on these puzzle skipping tickets. So let's say in 1 hour, you can do 25 hard clues. That is plus 11.7 mil GP per hour just in these tickets. So that's not including the fortunate components. That's not including, of course, the dyes that we talked about. Just based on these, you're gonna get that much extra. But do these actually sell, and why would anybody actually use these? Well, if you think a puzzle box takes you around 30 seconds to a minute if you're using like Alt1 toolkit, which that's around what they take, but let's just say 1 minute to be generous. That means you're paying 3 million GP, or over 3 million GP now, to save 1 minute of your time. That means 1 minute to you is worth 3 mil, which comes out to 180 mil per hour. So people are essentially paying 180 mil to skip 1 hour worth of puzzle boxes, which to me is just insane. But now if you're thinking to yourself, I just hate puzzle boxes, the Clue Chasers Discord actually did big analysis of puzzle skipping tickets and if they're profitable or how much you actually lose when using them. Are you going to lose all your money? Just a little bit. So basically you lose around 70% of the profit each clue that you do. So if you're using these skips, you're going to lose a ton of profit because you're spending so much to do these skips. Sometimes you have to skip multiple puzzle boxes a clue. So if you're using these, just know that you're losing out on like 70% of your profit. You're going to make a fraction of what you would, and I'm pretty sure you actually lose money if you use these on elite clues since there's so many puzzles. But honestly, the most of the people that are using these tickets are people that really just want to complete those logs, get those super rare items, get those titles. They aren't really in it for the money. If you're just an average person trying to make money doing clues, you should definitely not be using puzzle skipping tickets because you're wasting a ton of your profit by doing it. Imagine going to a boss and making 50 mil an hour, but spending 40 mil an hour on supplies. That's just not good. And that's essentially what you're doing if you're using these as just a regular player trying to make money. But there's always going to be a demand for them because of those players chasing those extremely elusive items and extremely hard to get titles. The same people spending 2 bill for a 0.1% chance to get a second casket, buying that new dark facet of luck. It's totally not worth it mathematically, but when you have a ton of money to spend and just want all the highest and fastest upgrades, they just say, why not? But that's fine because this is something that you can take advantage of. Hard clues are insanely fast if you go to somewhere like Hellhounds. You can set up an Oldak coil, you can put on on AoE, melee gear, or, whatever AoE weapons and armor you have, and you can just chill. You can use the Bone Crusher and the Split Tooth Necklace and have unlimited prayer and just farm out a bunch of hard clues. It took me almost no time to get 25 of these, and then even though I don't have the most optimal setup for clue scrolling, it took me only a little over an hour to do all 25, and from the full 25 clues this time, I ended up getting 8 of these puzzle skipping tickets, which comes out to 26 mil just in these tickets. Not to mention I got 25 mil in other loot like the fortunate components and all the normal drops, and not to mention you also have the chance at billions of gold from something like a shadow die or getting like a barrows die, and there's of course third age and stuff. Like, it just shocked me how much money this was and how much the puzzle skipping tickets added to it, seeing as they're not like a super uncommon drop, because for me, coming from like PVM, I had just done a Solok hour before doing those clues, and I think I made around 30 mil or so with no rare drops, but of course you have all the great normal loot from Solok, the grimoire pages of course, so I made like 30-35 mil, and then I go and do this and I make over 50 mil in like a little over an hour and a half, maybe a little less. And the thing is, this is kind of like the floor. This is the common drops. This isn't even the fun part in why you do clues. The reason you're hunting clues is because you're going for those extremely rare items. You're going for those dies, the shadow die, the barrows die. You're going for third age, you're going for second age if you're doing elite clues or master clues, you're going for third age druidic if you're doing elite clues. That's why you're doing clues. You want to get those billion GP drops, but this is like the safety net. This is like, hey, I didn't get lucky, but guess what, I'm still gonna make like 470k per clue in the medium term, long term off just these skipping tickets. I'm still going to make a ton of money off the fortunate components. I'm still gonna get some money off just the random normal drops like salvage and coins and runes and stuff like that. So I made 50 mil from 25 hard clues, and I didn't get a single rare drop. Now, yeah, I may have gotten a little bit lucky getting more skipping tickets than you would expect based on how many clues I did, but I didn't get any big drop, and I still made as much as I did at Solok, actually more than I made at Solok without a rare drop. So if you're being put off from doing clues because you think, hey, I'm just not that lucky, I'm not going to get that big drop, I've never been lucky, it doesn't really matter if you're lucky, because if you go and you grind out maybe a few hundred hard clues, you're still going to make a great amount of money even without that die. It just blows my mind. Hard clues are great money right now. I've always been a huge fan, have over 1,500 done on my account, a few barrows dies and shadow dies, and I probably made like 5 to 6 bill off hard clues, and I don't even do them that often. So if you're looking for some money, go try to do some hard clues. The puzzle skipping tickets, the fortune components, everything, it's just super good right now. So take advantage. I'm sure these will stay up because they're definitely in demand. And yeah, if hard clues aren't your thing though, and you're looking to chase some big drops, I made a video about some lesser known drops that can make you a ton of money, so you can check that out on the side here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Of course, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.